If you look at when the stars gossip through the lens of global streaming rather than traditional television metrics, a paradox becomes immediately visible, because the drama managed to maintain international visibility through platforms like Netflix while simultaneously struggling to generate strong domestic momentum, and this duality is not an isolated case, but part of a broader structural shift in how content is consumed and evaluated in 2025, where a project can exist in two completely different states at the same time, moderately successful globally and underwhelming locally, and both of those realities are true simultaneously. For Lee Min-ho, this creates a uniquely complex position, because his career is deeply tied to the global expansion of Korean entertainment, meaning that his presence almost guarantees international attention, but that attention no longer translates directly into dominance, because visibility is no longer scarce, and being watched is no longer the same as being impactful, which is a fundamental change compared to earlier phases of the Hallyu wave. In the past, appearing in a widely distributed drama could solidify an actor's status across markets, because audiences had fewer alternatives and engaged more deeply with each project, but in 2025, the audience is fragmented across platforms, genres, and formats, and even if a drama enters global charts, it must compete with dozens of other high-quality options, meaning that attention is shorter, engagement is more selective, and loyalty is less automatic. This is why when the stars gossip could appear in global rankings while still generating discussions about inconsistency, because international viewers may sample the series, appreciate the novelty of the setting or the familiarity of the cast, but not necessarily commit to it in the same way that earlier generations of viewers would have, and that creates a form of passive success, where the project is seen but not deeply absorbed. For Lee Min-ho, this distinction is critical, because his long-term career depends not just on being visible, but on maintaining narrative authority, the sense that his presence shapes the project rather than simply existing within it, and when a drama fails to create strong emotional engagement, even high visibility cannot fully compensate for that loss of authority. From a strategic perspective, this means that future projects must be designed not only to attract global viewers, but to retain them, to create a stronger internal logic, clearer tone, and more compelling character arcs, because in a streaming environment, the audience decides very quickly whether to continue or disengage, and once that decision is made, visibility alone cannot reverse it. So the paradox of 2025 is this: Lee Min-ho can still open doors internationally, but opening the door is no longer the challenge, keeping the audience inside the room is, and that requires a different level of precision than ever before.